Hello one and all, welcome back to more Let's Plays Guys of Arcadia. I am the Max of Your Trades. In the last part, we came across this village that kinda got besieged by the Valen Empire. There was a bit of murder, a bit of kidnapping, a bit of, thievery, and then one of their dudes was basically literally just flying over the entirety of their forests with a gigantic lighter and spray can, setting everything inside on fire, so we had to do something about that. And now we're at their base, or at least their created base. This was originally a place that, they were pretty fond of, but now it's kind of become a mining plant, which is never a great thing. And now we're going to charge headfirst into trouble and hopefully save everybody. This sort of reckless abandon normally probably wouldn't end well for most people, but given the circumstances of being a video game and us being awesome, we should be able to run in without much problems. Although I'm already seeing how this could end up being a problem. Uh-oh. I think we just stepped on some kind of switch. Why would their switches be so gigantic and I don't understand. A lot of video games have those giant switches on the floor that you have to stand on. I don't understand the practical implications of that. Why would you build those? Well, it doesn't look like anything happened. There's probably nothing. Except for all of the things it probably was. Like whatever this is. Oh. Well, DeLoco, I've heard that the air pirates have crossed the South Ocean and that they're on their way here. Oh, it's that guy! Yes, I ran into them north of Horteca. They, narrowly escaped my flame cannon. Yes, well, fighting air pirates is a bit more difficult than burning down trees, but I guess you already know that. Yeah, well, at least this Loco guy actually bothered to try. No, far more than you could say. Vice was responsible for my demotion. I will make sure he suffers, and I will prove to the world that I am Vala's greatest admiral. I don't think you're an admiral anymore, though. Soon, Galician will be taking orders from me. Doubt. I simply don't understand why someone as noble as myself is forced to take orders from anyone other than Empress Theodora herself. Well, DeLoco, I must be going. I have to exterminate some pests. Yeah, alright. Why do I get the overwhelming sensation that if I were to fight you, it really wouldn't amount to much? Idiot. Perhaps you should have stared into the mirror a bit longer this morning. I think you have a hair out of place. As for you, Vice, you damaged my precious chameleon. You will pay for that. Oh, yes, you will pay. The next time we meet will be the last. For one person or another, I guess. Someone just set off the alarm. I wonder who it could be. One guess. Like, literally, actually, one guess. This is such a weird security measure. Okay, so basically, if somebody steps on that, it sets off an alarm, and he knows to go over to the glass floor that he has installed to look down and see who it was. He's really lucky we didn't decide to move it all since then. Ah, Vice, how nice of you to drop by. You saved me the trouble of finding you. Yes, I know that you're searching for the moon crystals as well. You must be trying to rescue Wisapa. Good, good. You see, Vice, these mines are full of traps. Too bad for you. You can't escape, Vice. You will never leave these mines alive. Hey, do you guys hear anything? Whoa, never mind. Door's closing. Well, no escape. The exit just closed by itself. I don't know about you guys, but I've got a bad feeling about this place. You think? You think that might be possible? I think you might be over-exaggerating things a wee bit, Vice. I feel like things are gonna be just fine. Is this door openable? Nope, won't open. Looks like it's locked. That makes it much easier for me to know where I'm supposed to go. Okay, well that's gonna get old really fast. I'd prefer if you could maybe stop closing every door that I go through. Ooh, hang on a second. Okay, well that made it stop, so then we'll go this way. Haha! There's a big shutter, but it doesn't look like it's going to open. Well, then it's a good thing that wasn't what I was trying to do. I wanted a cham. There we go. Grab as many chams as we possibly can. I won't turn down any of the ones that I find. Alright, so what you wager is the correct way to go. That way looks like it's probably more important, so we'll go this way. I don't know why I didn't think random encounters would start happening. I really should have assumed that, honestly. And it's gigantic booger piles. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. A luchikich? I don't know, I have no idea. Well, whatever the heck it is, it's gonna die now. Assuming that, you know, our weapons work on such creatures. They do. That's good. That's good. Not entirely sure what I consider to be more disgusting. Sentient booger monsters or sentient vomit monsters? I think probably vomit. Yeah, that's probably a safer thing. That doesn't look like it would hurt anything at all. I know I'm not like criticizing Fina's abilities to do physical damage. That's not her point as a character. I understand it not doing much. It's just, even in the wide range of such things, that looked very unimpressive. Like, absolutely, hilariously not useful. All right, let's take a look around here. Oh, hey. Hi, I'm here to try and rescue people. I haven't seen you around here before. Were you brought here recently? A man named DeLoco made this mine. It's filled with nasty traps. There's trapdoors all over the place. And remember, a circle doesn't always mean it's the right way. How often is a circle the right way? Usually a circle just means you're going in circles, which is normally never a good thing. If you can see below, look down. If there's a mining cart, it'll come back here. All right, well, that's pretty nifty. Thanks, I suppose. Just a big trash heap. A moonstone pebble is worth a gallon of blood. Well, that's morbid. All right. It doesn't really look like there's anything here. As nice as it would be to maybe... No, only perfect devices are worth anything. Imperfect devices are garbage. I'd kind of like to root around through that, if I'm being honest. Assuming you have tetanus shots. Because honestly, I feel like there should be some really good stuff in there. Useless machines should be thrown away. Useless people should be executed. This dude is next level bonkers. Kill any Ixatakan who tries to resist. Alrighty then. Glad I got into a conflict just to read the ravings of a madman. But I suppose it helps paint the picture, and what in God's name is that monstrosity? Okay, that's totally not just a gargantuan tapeworm or anything. Dear God, that is unpleasant, to say the bare minimum. All right, yeah, if those things would like to run away, yeah, that's fine. It makes my job a whole lot less horrifying, let me tell you.
Over there.
Get coned, nerd! All right, so this thing is evidently made out of some pretty tough stuff. Oh no! Well, that was significantly more violent than I was prepared for. You know what, I don't really know what status ailment that was, but I understand that you were afflicted with something after that. Really? Counterattack? Oh God, I don't even want to know. Oh God. Ah. Absolutely no part of that was not unpleasant. My God.
That was fun.
I wonder how many of those I'm gonna have to end up fighting by the end of this whole thing. Ugh. Not a fan. That didn't really give a whole lot of experience points either. That's rather a bit of a bummer if I'm being real. Oh well. Okay, so ultimately, that was a bit of a flavor dialogue, not even a treasure chest. Unfortunate that. Huh. Okay, well we know trapdoors are a thing. Here's the problem that I'm having here, and I want to explain my brain process so that when I do this and I fail, I want it to be understood why I did, okay? So, I'm conflicted. Basically, the fact that there are 3 symbols here, 2 of them are the same. The one out seems like it would be the correct one to get past. However, an X sign is almost always the universal sign for bad, you failed, or, you know, you messed up. Usually when it comes to traps in video games, you know? Is there any possibility that... oh man, he's like trying to mind game me here. Is there any possibility that it would only have 1 trapped door? Like... Alright. Okay. I enjoy the fact that Vice looked really just kind of legitimately annoyed by what happened. All right, so now we know the purpose of this room. now we have full comprehension as to why this was put here. Oh no! Why does this have to be a thing? Okay, okay. How about... Yeah, I'm all for the idea of using some of our magics, maybe? Yeah, I mean, Fina, definitely. She has more than enough to, you know, to spare. We'll just do as much damage as we possibly can. Get ourselves a good crit. That's always good. That's always good. I'll be real. We're primarily just trying to soften up the enemy so we can most definitely take them out on the next one. All right, well, that takes care of the vomit monsters. That's good. Don't have to ever deal with whatever it is they're doing, because you just know they inflict poison when they successfully do stuff. You just know. Okay, so far, that's gotta be the most disgusting counterattack that I've had to go through. My goodness. And... all right, annoying. Very annoying. But at the least I can understand it. I can't say you shouldn't be able to do that on the same turn that I did the exact thing to you. So, I can be annoyed, but I can't complain. Especially because I'm going to make everything explode around you, and hopefully that'll kill you.
Fire consume my enemies! Land to burst!
It's a very creative use of a boomerang, I've got to be honest. I kind of figured that wasn't going to kill them outright, but it should have softened them up enough to be able to be taken down otherwise. Just gotta... I don't know if Fina will be able to, but Drachma will definitely be able to kill one of them. Oh! Okay, never mind. Now we'll definitely get rid of both. Sometimes counterattacks are in my favor. Yeesh, these things are rather tenacious. Get coned! Please let that have been enough. That is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. All right, we managed to make it work. More experience than 90 at least. There we go, there we go. All right, we're in the ballpark of being able to level up again. Kind of a bummer that I ended up going this way, you know, originally when I was just gonna end up there anyway. All right then, so I honestly had no idea which, you know, thing I was supposed to take note of, but I guess because this symbol is different, that means it's the correct one. But I'm not wrong in thinking that, you know, a big X is usually the sign for wrong, and a big circle is the sign for correct. That's right? That's usually how it is in these types of games. I suppose because it was the first trap, I shouldn't have tried to think so hard about it, but I digress. Okay. Man, the further in I go, the worse falling for a trap is going to be. Here's hoping I can actually figure out some of them before it becomes a real problem. Whoa, what the hell? All right, not sure what any of this is all about. Just giant digger robots, I guess. All right. Well, I'm interested in the idea of killing said horrifying creatures. I mean, I guess they are just digging robots. They shouldn't be too capable of combat, but... yeah, I don't know. Heavy machinery is usually always a pretty decent foe, all things considered. Alright, so that takes care of that. Wow, she actually went to the next robot instead of trying to attack the thing that we would have probably ended up missing. Fatigue gas! That is a bizarre thing to be able to have a digging robot do. All right, at least I was correct that was in fact exhaustion. And if I remember correctly, that's the one that makes it so you don't gain SP as much, which is annoying, but we don't really need it to win the fight, so it's not that big a deal. Yeah, I thought you'd run away. Absolutely disgraceful. Disgraceful. Alright, then. Really? 2 digging machines, and that was only worth that much EXP. Alright. Fine. Have it your way. At least we're gaining decent magics. Oh, no. Okay, well, X's were the right way to go about it the first time, so... okay. If all of the traps are going to be like that, then I should be okay. All right, still going with that strategy, I see. Oh boy, what the hell is all this about? Apparently there is a cham nearby. All triangles. I don't feel absurdly confident going to any of them. Let's see what this is first. before I, you know, get myself into a, you know, insanely difficult situation by falling down a trapdoor, let me at least explore where this other area is going, you know? Alright, so Athena's fire magic should be enough to destroy the bulk of the enemies here, so we can waste a few turns trying to attack this thing over here. It's using Electrus! Oh, Lord! Really? It hit 3 of us? Man, that thing has a much wider range than it should, and it ran away immediately, not even giving me a chance. Cool! Take that, you big nerd! Damn Batman monster. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's always so much more cathartic to see all of the enemies die at once. Why does Fina have to be so slow? If I get any agility boosts, I want to give them to her so she can actually do stuff faster. Because that's so much cooler. Just, wow, they're all gone at once. It's neat. I enjoy it.
That wasn't so bad.
All right, victory was had to us. Denki, denki, denki. More experience than the digging robots. That's so weird. I guess there was more of them, but still. Yeah, what's all this about? Nope, it won't move. Looks like the electricity's been cut. Bummer! And I'm gonna have to go through another random encounter just to get back to where we were. At least that seemed like a pretty safe bet. All right, so my best guess is it doesn't really matter what I do here. I feel like I'm going to end up falling for a trap no matter what, which is very frustrating. I'm not even going to lie. All right, so probably not the greatest idea, but I'm kind of full of spite, and I want to kill these things. So if there's a small chance of being able to, I want to go for it. Even if it is most assuredly going to end poorly for me. Counterattack! Thank you very much. All right, so that's at least one of them. And another one decides to attack. No counter hit. It's a sad day for me on a personal level. All right, and fatigue gas. Delightful. That move makes very little sense to me. It shoots a big thing of gas, and then that gas disappears, but then it explodes. It's very strange to me. All right, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing that. Just on principle, knock that noise clean off, thank you. All right, well, seems like a pretty good idea to me. Oh, so that's a Ryzen. Okay, that's actually a really cool thing to have. No. What I'm looking for is, I know that I bought some of this. 1,000 HP to all allies. Yes, that is much more approved.
Let's try this.
All right, Aika is most assuredly the fastest of the group. Man, that is so much better. Thank God this game actually bothered to let me have some of those. Most RPGs give you the ability to heal your entire team with an item or a magic spell. This could have just decided to buck normal trends. Wouldn't have put it past it. I just wouldn't have appreciated it. Nice, except that wasn't enough to kill. That is frustrating. There's really no other way around it. That is just legitimately frustrating. Ow, ow. All right, that was annoying. Please don't do that. Okay, these robots in particular really seem to not be fans of the girls of the team. I find that to be extremely offensive, and I will defeat you as soon as I'm able to kill that thing over there, except I guess we're all aiming for this. Okay, never mind. That thing gets to run away, I guess.
Over there.
Everybody but Aika. Not entirely sure how I managed to get Aika to attack a robot, but everybody else to attack the thing over there. That's very confusing. All right, well, waste of time, because more fatigue gas is on the way, so kaboom. Why are the enemies so adamant on beating up Aika at all times? Seems like she takes more damage than literally any other character in the group. Very frustrating. What has she done to deserve such a reckless and unyielding assault? How? But how, though? Actually, how did you miss hitting something this size that's so incapable of being able to move around of its own power? That is confusing. It's bizarre, and I don't care for it.
Is it over already?
All right, then. Fine. Be that as it twere. Just give me all of the stuffs. Thank you. Should probably switch around those moon gems at some point. Feel like we've been on the ones we've had for long enough, you know? Alright, then. Still not sure what to do with those. Quite a bit confusing. Alright, there we go. We'll just... Drachma hasn't even gotten a hit since we got into this place. Alright, well... Oh. Okay. I would like the cham, though. Thank you. So, I can't help but notice that every time I've given, you know, the Cupel, you know, 2 chams, it seems to have been enough to, Oh, I have 3 of them. Alright, well then it probably should evolve. Let's find out. It did not. Cool. The first 2 times, it took 2 each. That time I gave it 3, and no such luck. Alright then, I guess. Fair enough. Maybe at 4. I guess we'll see whenever we manage to find another one. Can I go in there? I can! But did I want to go in here? Yes, I did. Alright, some more Kyrian crystals. Well, that's rather handy dandy. Thank you very much. Okay, up. And now the monsters are upset that I took their loots. Well, maybe actually invest in a padlock or something. That might be a good idea. Ah, Lord, we gotta deal with this noise again. Alright then, fair enough, so be it. I will set fire to all the demons. Oh, this time Fina attacks first. The turn order is something that will never stop to baffle me, you know? It'll never stop baffling me. Ugh. Need to learn to enunciate. My goodness. And then counterattacks. Because that's just the way things be. Ow. Can I get a counterattack? No, of course not. I was an absolute buffoon to think otherwise. Oh, cool, they get 2 counterattacks. That's fair, that's decent, that makes sense. That's not stupid. That's totally 100% a-okay. Alright, well, at least we got to kill before it got to do something else.
We won! We won!
You say that as if you were surprised that we weren't able to pull it off. We've won the majority of our fights. Other than that Angel of Death lady, you know, other than her and, you know, a bunch of the boat battles, I've been doing just fine, all things considered. More loot! 800 gold! Alright. I mean, that's more money than I would have had without, so I'll gladly take it. But what horrors await me, I wonder. And now I'm left wondering, did I miss something here? No? Interesting. Alright, we're gonna get into another random encounter because of that, but I was confused. The map made it look like there were paths I could have taken that I didn't, and that was going to bug me. Alright, well at least I'm not fighting giant worm monsters this time. That's a plus. And we're in a really tight corridor, so I have no reason to not do that move. That's not the one that instant kills, right? No, it's not! I have to admit, it's a little hard keeping track of what all the various moves do. If it had some sort of ice-based name, it would be a little bit easier. I mean, Crystallis, so I get it, like crystal, and ice can be a crystal. I get it. I can see how it works. It's just taking a while. Expertly dodged. Not bad. And backhand. That's all it takes. I gotta say, I don't know if I've ever actually specifically pointed out how much I appreciate the fact that Drachma's attack legitimately is just a backhand with a robot arm. There's something so understatedly amazing about that. Alright, so you sped yourself up. That's pretty cool. I'm going to use the Lambda Burst. Hopefully we get to do that before some serious nonsense goes down. Luckily for us, a counterattack happens. You'll love to see it. And now you're doing this noise again. Delightful. Because that's exactly where I want to put the gigantic icicle. Good God, man. I judge you harshly for your actions and your thoughts. I do not care for you as a person. Some might say it's overkill. What I say is, I hope it to be overkill. Well, it was overkill for one of them. The other one managed to stay taken along. That's annoying, but maybe I'll sing a different song with the cone. There we go. We'll leave the cone to solve our problems. There we go. Thank you, almighty cone. May we all pay tribute to it at a different point. There we go. Fina's finally almost completely caught up. I didn't change my damn moonstones again. Ah, I am bad at this. All right then. Lord, what exactly am I gonna do here? Triangles seem to be the name of the game, and I was gonna say I played enough Sly Cooper to know going through that's a bad idea. Well, it's just last time I used circles. Circles betrayed me. So are any of these not circles? All 3 of them are circles, apparently. Okay. Well, that's going to make this significantly more difficult. How am I supposed to even figure any of that noise out? Oh, Lord, and there's so many enemies. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna focus on the dudes that never actually let us hit them, except for the few times they do. And Fina will take care of literally everybody else. Of course, we're going to get hit a couple 100 dozen times before we get a chance to take them out, but you know, that's just par for the course. That's usual. That's normal. Oh, cool. They're all going to use the electrical zoom kaboom boom. I believe that is the technical term. I believe so, anyway. So they're all just faster than us. I feel like there were times when I've been able to hit them before they can hit us. Slightly annoying. All right, swing and a miss. No surprises there. It runs away. No surprises there. It gets to attack. That's annoying. That's a counterattack. That's annoying, because I would have rather blown them all up in one fell swoop. Watch another counterattack happen, because the game wants to spite me, specifically, for whatever reason. All right, and because the one I was aiming for went away, now this... Basically, our entire fire attack was essentially completely pointless. All right, well, we got to kill that thing at least. All right, it's not entirely pointless. It's just somewhat pointless. My battle plans never seem to actually go the way that I want them to. Sometimes Fina will be the first person to attack in the group, and sometimes she'll be the last. Seems almost arbitrary how it ends up going. Go, and once again, I have forgotten to change the damn moonstones. All right, then. Well, back to our original problem. Oh, wait, no, they're not all circles. Okay, so then X is good. Yes. All right. Strange that. Very strange that. Still not used to that being the thing to do, but there you go, I guess. And just because you thought we were out of the forest, oh, don't worry. There's still plenty more ladders to be had. Because we haven't invented elevators or escalators at this point. We got to rely on ladders. There is absolutely nothing here. There is nothing here at all. No treasure chests, no way forward. What is the point of this area? Was it literally just to trick me to climb down here, hoping that there would be something relevant, only for there to not be? Because that would be incredibly rude. All right, so we're just going to more evenly distribute the smacks in case one of them decides to run away. All right, cool. Now we just need to endure being hit by electrical blasts 3 or 4 times before we get a chance of doing anything. As is the law of the West. Are you ready for a counterattack? Yeah, of course you are. Because counterattacks only ever happen when I don't really need them to. I see, a counterattack there would have been really nice. But we didn't get one. Because this is just the way the world works, I guess. Alright, well, if nothing else, Ica most consistently goes first in the group. It's not a sure thing, but it's most common at least. And we actually managed to kill both of the little dudes before they ran away. All right, not bad. All right, that's annoying. Could you not? And a counterattack because of course. Never on the enemies that it would be useful on. Only when it's on enemies that I was going to end up flash frying at the end of things anyway. This game is a very cruel one. Let me be cool, game! It's why I play games, to make up for the fact of how unbelievably uncool I am in real life. Good lordaloo. I didn't change the freaking... You'd almost, you know, honestly, you'd think that I'm doing it on purpose at this point. But you give me too much credit. Besides, I don't think that's inherently funny. I was like, oh, up-to-do, I just forgot to do that thing that I forgot to do 700 times. That eventually stops being potentially funny and just becomes annoying. So, no, trust me, I assure you, it is legitimate incompetency that is making that constantly happen. I feel like we've earned enough fire and purple magics for now. All right, so... that's a thing. Okay, but here's a new problem. That legitimately looks like it's the only way anywhere. Implying to me that I have to fall down. So... alright then. So be it. At least I was right on the money in that regard. They look to all be triangles again, so... okay, but that triangle in particular was in fact a bad one. Oh wait, no. The other ones would have dropped me into minecarts, so I guess that was the correct one to fall through. Alright, well, we'll just call that what it is. Complete and total dumb luck. Hello? Do you have treasures for me? Oh no! This is actually some... this cell is actually holding someone. You don't look like you're a Valen. Who might you be? I'm guessing you might be the guy that we were specifically looking for. That'd be handy. I'm Vice. Are you Issapa? No, it appears you have mistaken me for someone else. My name is Sentime. Oh, you're the captain that got taken. Then you're Han's father. I don't remember Hans ever actually telling us that Sentime was their dad, unless I wasn't paying attention. I believe they just said it was their captain. And you must have been to the village in Horteca. That's where my wife and children are. Everyone was okay, right? Yeah, they were doing just fine, but you should worry about yourself right now. Oh, I'm okay. When I refused to help Vala, they threw me into these dungeons. I've been here for quite a while. You were looking for someone named Issapa, correct? If so, then you'll need to venture further into these mines. I think I can help. That'd be nice. Can you magically make traps stop being a thing? No, but you could probably turn on an elevator. That's cool. There are elevators scattered throughout the mines as I... why did I say that they hadn't created elevators when I literally saw an elevator not that long ago? All right. Selective memory. There are elevators scattered throughout the mines. You'll need to use them to reach the other areas. I can get them working. So, let me just use my smart guy arms to smart up the place. There we go. Let me just poke this PNG file. Woo! Wow, Sentine, you're amazing. You're like some kind of techno wizard. Why, thank you. I must advise you, proceed with caution. There are all sorts of traps. I'll travel ahead and see if I can disarm them for you. Thank you! You've been a great help to us already. That's the least I can do for you. You rescued me, remember? I'm sure we'll meet again. Good luck. Try not to get captured again. I feel like that's a very real possibility. But, alright. Elevators. Thank you kindly. Not sure how he was able to uncut the electricity to it, but I'm sure not gonna complain. It helps. I'll take any advantage that I can possibly get. Oh, goody gumdrops, a split path. Okay, let's go down first. And get ourselves into a kerfuffle. We always gotta get into a fight or seven before we can actually get to our main objective. Is it gonna be a worm? It's gonna be a worm. It's a worm in the Booger Patrol. Always the Booger Patrol. Alright, well. Luckily for me, I have got so much magic with Fina that I don't need to even think about the boogers. Or the vomits. I kind of flip-flop on what to call them.
Move. Get me straight.
Also, I guess these things just all collectively have very low speed because I very consistently outpace them. I don't think I've ever even seen one of those piles actually attack me. Critical hit! Ow, that would have been so nice. All right, well, now this is gonna happen. Alrighty. Not entirely sure what about that causes exhaustion. If there was maybe a nauseated status ailment, I could easily see that being the case.
That was easy.
I still didn't change the moonstones. At least I'm slowly but surely becoming more aware of the fact that I'm not doing it properly. Alright. I don't know if I'm ever going to need this many people to know this many purple spells. Ah, well. Treasure! Treasure! Ooh, apparently another cannon. Alright, that'd be handy if I didn't already replace all of my bad cannons with cannons of that kind already. This is looking a lot like it's the way that's actually meant to be going. That is annoying and unfortunate. This thing is empty! Why program an empty room? That's cruel and unusual. Alright then, well, we're probably gonna have to go around. At this point, I'm in too deep. I have to actually make sure that this is the way forward before I can turn around at any point. More worms? No, just a big ol' honkin' pile of robots. Alright, well, let's see. What exactly is your thing? Okay, so you got yellow. Any idea what might be strong against yellow? Gotta be honest, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe ice? I'm not sure how ice would beat electricity. I really feel like I'm just kind of guessing at that point. I have absolutely no idea. Well, something we could do would be... Well, actually, let me take a quick look at some of these things. Weakens one target. Right. Prevents target from casting any spells. I'm just making sure, like, if any of these things are... Oh, hang on. Summons a great explosion and damage all enemies on screen. Summons fireballs from the sky and damages all enemies on screen. Well, let's do that. And we'll also just switch the colors around a little bit, you know? Let's focus on maybe some electrical skills. Or, you know, actually, no. Let's have green. More healing spells and things of that nature. Seems like a pretty good call. And I don't know how I keep botching that one up. I just wanted to see how far she got into this. Okay. And we don't really have the ability to do anything else, so everybody else just punch the robots, and we'll see what happens. In retrospect, hitting yellow with yellow definitely seemed like a bad idea, and I should have realized that before I ended up doing it. Alright. I mean, it softened up 3 of them. 1 of them took significantly less damage than the other 3. Still trying to figure out how that works. At least for the first time ever, only 1 character got hit by the exhaustion beam, so that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get ridiculously lucky and we'll get a counter hit somewhere. No, doesn't seem to be the case. How unfortunate. All right, now slap the robot. Dang. Maybe the ones we already had were good enough to be able to damage these things. It's just hard to remember what colors mean what. All right then, fine. Well, we weakened them a whole bunch. That's something we sure done did do. And I guess, seeing as how everything takes 1 MP no matter what. There we go. Okay, if we could get those a little bit more often, we'd be in business. Damage is damage. You take what you can get.
Move. Give me strength.
At least we get a neat little showcase of the different fire spells that I haven't been using up to this point. We have more than enough spirit points to be using these instead of the ones I have been using, so I really should be.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Very good. Very good. And, a decent amount of stuff, I guess. Not terrible by any means. Oh, wait, hang on. This may have actually not been the way forward. Wow, what do you figure the odds of that are? A Doloco drill. Okay. Would that be a weapon for Drachma? It is! And it's a pretty decent one, too. Its splitting blade can kill instantly. Well, that would be nice. I have no idea if we'll ever actually get to see that side effect, but... there you go. The possibility is now something in existence. That is appreciated. All right, how many fights am I gonna get into before I can get back up to where we were? It's looking like maybe 2? I guess we'll see. It's always a roll of the dice, them things. Oh, hey, initiative. That's pretty handy. All right, then. And that is something we're going to take advantage of. I'm going to hit this robot a bunch. And also use magic. Yep, that dude's just straight up got a drill for a hand. That is pretty awesome. All right, then. Just slap whatever happens to be alive. That's like the one colored weapon I definitely should have changed. And it's... oh, well. It's fine. It's fine. Not sure why Fina didn't attack before Drachma. Oh well. At this point, I just need to accept that the game's gonna do what the game's gonna do, and I really don't have any right to be questioning it. Alright then, everybody just aim for the sky and start smacking foes up, and maybe we'll kill them before they can hit us. That'd be pretty neat. Alright, well, we killed 2 of them before they could hit us. Yeah, that's about what I figured. Counterattack? No, of course not. Alright, then fine. Get yourself coned, you big nerd. Cone! And you have been death by cone. Very unfortunate.
That was easy.
I guess that's why you have to pray to the mighty cone. It giveth, it taketh away. That's just how it do. Yay, there we go. All right, not like I've been using Noxie by any stretch, but there you go, it's a thing. Man, the map really does not know how to interpret what I'm doing. My thing just kind of bounces back and forth. Alrighty. Well, I am here. I guess that leads to progress. Of course, the path of progress is forever blocked by a bunch of monsters that apparently got the drop on us somehow. All right, it's gonna be fun watching this happen a bunch. If there's any justice in the world, we'll get at least a counter hit. Thank you. Rude. And Drachma counter hits would have definitely been the best. Oh well. All right, everybody just do what comes naturally. That one did significantly less damage. I said I would stop questioning things, and I'm already questioning things again. Just accept the way that they are the way that they are, and move on. Maybe counter attacks just do more damage in general. It's possible. Make about as much sense as anything else. Getting hit upside the head with a giant drill does seem like it would probably hurt a lot. All right, well, that is patentedly rather annoying of you. Now they're all definitely going to hit me again before I can actually kill them. Unless we're gonna counter it. And we don't. I dared to dream and it made absolutely no difference. Right, give them the lambda burst. Assuming that, you know, they don't die before she gets a chance to do it. Oh, never mind.
Fire consume my enemies! Lambda burst!
I'd say it'd actually be somewhat ill-advised to destroy the ground that we're currently standing on, but that's where the loveliness of RPG logic comes in. That's also something you can only get out of turn-based RPGs. That real-time stuff doesn't let you have these big, super-duper, ultra-flashy attacks that destroy the environment, only to have it immediately reform around them. I'm just saying, there's a lot that we lost when we made the jump over to real-time stuff. I've always been of the mind that so many people seem to think that turn-based RPGs were a limitation of the time. And I never thought so. I always found it as to be a legitimate, like an actual different kind of RPG, a different genre entirely, with its own unique benefits and drawbacks. That's why it always made me so sad that, big game developers are like, oh, we can't have turn-based ever again because, you know, technology is advanced. We can do everything in real time. It's just like, I don't know. Makes the whole thing feel so much less like an actual RPG. Stuff like this, games like these, are exactly what I think of when I think of RPGs. Now I hear people talking about, oh, like these, you know, real time, enemies are everywhere, you just hit them with your stick and boom, ba, 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 fight's over, keep walking. I understand that it cuts out the loading times, and I guess for some reason, a large amount of people are allergic to waiting in video games. I hear that a lot. For some reason, the idea of patience and strategy are considered to be bad things. I've never understood that. Like, it's always been a very common complaint that I constantly see. It's like, man, this game keeps making me wait. Like, yeah, it is. Calm the hell down. Why are you in such a hurry? You're playing a video game, people. Anyway, that's a whole other thingamabob. But I suppose, you know, it was a good enough thing to talk about. Beats just kind of meandering about as I normally do. I know that, you know, different tastes go to different people. Everyone's gonna have their preferred genres and their preferred ways for certain games to play over others. And I'm not saying that, you know, the way that RPGs are nowadays are inherently bad by any stretch. I was never under the impression of that. It has its place, and it can totally exist. I was just kind of hoping that maybe, you know, we could have both. Some games could be that, and some games could stay turn-based. I don't know. It seemed like a reasonable thing to want, but nowadays you're pretty hard-pressed to find turn-based RPGs anymore. They still come out. They still happen. People who think the same way that I do, but they're rare. Good, good. Soon, Vice. Very soon you shall die. And when you die, I want you to die slowly. Yes, slowly, really slowly. I want your brains to gush out of your head. Jesus Christ, dude. Pardon me, DeLoco. What? Why are you back? You've accomplished literally nothing. You said you were going to go off to get rid of pests, and you did nothing. I didn't mean to interrupt one of your intellectual monologues. I came to tell you that Vice has broken into the mines. He already knows that. And you figured this out all by yourself? What gave it away? Was it the alarm? Maybe it was the sirens. Yes, well, the fact he was foolish enough to deliver himself to me, I shall go dispose of him. Isn't that what you literally just said you were off to go do? Why did you come back here to tell him that that is what you were going to do before then going off to do it again? You were the fool, Alfonso. The only reason that you were an admiral is because of your family. You don't stand a chance against Vice. I shall kill him. I want him to die. Die, 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 die. Soon, very soon. He. What a psychopath. My God.